Hey, what is up, guys? This is Nino, and for this tutorial, I'm going to be talking to you guys about buttons, Wix buttons, okay? What I do like about Wix buttons is, you can use buttons for pretty much anything. I mean, you can use it for a menu, you can use it for a title, even you don't even have to have anything on the button, and you can just use the button as something to click on. I really do like the Wix buttons that are on the Wix platform. They are very customizable, very easy to use, and yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, so here we got add. Okay, when you want to add anything, you always go to this plus sign, this add button, okay? Then you come all the way over to button. Here we see that we have theme buttons, we have text buttons, and we have icon buttons, okay? These are definitely very useful. First, I'll talk about the theme buttons. These theme buttons, they come with any type of site that you upload. Even if you have a blank website, you still get theme buttons, and those might be whatever Wix wants to give you, but these are definitely come in handy, especially if you don't know where to start with your design of the button. So in order to just grab a button, you just grab it, click it, pull it on over, and drop it. Easy as that. You guys can change the text, you can do the layout of the text, the design, the animation, the link. And if you need any help with any of those that I just talked about, you just go to this help. So today we'll just talk about these four things. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things right here. So let's get started. To change the text, you can either click change text, or you can just double click on the button. As you double click on the button or click change text, this button settings comes up. Well, I have a button here, and I want to say, let's say, we'll call this my button. Can't spell. Okay. Then you can attach a link. So I'm going to go to my events page and attach a link to this. You have all these choices here of attaching a link to a button. Whether it be nothing that you don't want to attach anything to, you can attach a page where it will redirect. That button will redirect you to the certain page. You can have it connect to an anchor that is on your same page, or you can actually anchor it to a different page as well. Wherever you have your anchors at, it will definitely take you to that anchor. If you have a web address and you just want to type in somebody's website, you can definitely do that here. I am not helping you guys out. So here, you can go into Anchor, and you can go to About This, and look at there, I have an anchor. It's called Speakers. And so I have different other anchors on here that I could lead this button to, whether it's schedule, sponsors, or your venue. I'm going to pick sponsors. Or you can just put a web address on here. Any type of thing that you want to link this thing to can go through this web address. Just give a good HTTPS or an HTTP link to it, and it will take you there. You can also put an email on here. So you can definitely put in the email address that you would like for it to go to, as well as a subject. Put in a subject line that, if this was a contact button, put in contact. And then once people click on that button, automatically in the subject line, it will say contact. You can also put a phone number on here. People can definitely reach you from a mobile site using this number. So if you put a number here, it'll automatically pop up onto their cell phone, and they can easily call that number, whatever number that is. You can also add in a document. All you have to do is go here, choose file, and boom, you have your document in there. You can either upload your document, or you can just choose one of the existing documents that you have inside of the documents. You can add a top and bottom of the page. So if people want to get fancy and just say, hey, this is the top button or this is the bottom button, it can lead you all the way down to the bottom or lead you all the way up to the top. And then Lightboxes, which I will get into in my next tutorials, is definitely handy. Big thing. I use Lightbox for a lot of things that, normally people don't really pick up on Lightboxes, but these are definitely key features to making your website look really good. So I'm just going to attach this to a page. Like I said before, events page. And you can set this to a new window, which will take your user off of the same window that they were on and put them onto a new window. Or they can just stay in the current window, which I would like them to stay in. So we got the events page linked up. We went through the links. Now for the layout. Layouts, okay. This is anywhere on this button. You can resize the button however you want. I forgot to tell you that was the 6th one right here. Is you can resize the button. The 7th one is you can rotate this button however you want it, and it will keep its same dimensions. And you can just stretch it in or out. However big the name is, that's how big the box will stretch. And then if you want to stretch it even more past the button, you can do so just like that. Now for layouts, is definitely what you should use. I normally tend to use the center alignment. That's just me. But you have the left alignment, the center alignment, and the right alignment. So if I wanted to get a little fancy and put it right alignment, right? And then I wanted to push this off of this right side of the invisible box and push it over a little bit just to give it some space, give it some room. Give me some room. But yeah, so you could put a margin here that will push it off of that right aligned edge. And that is layouts. Very quick, simple, easy to use. Now the design. Dum 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 dum. I don't know why I just said that. Okay, so for designs, you have the same layout as you did before when you clicked here to add and went to buttons. You have the same layout where you have your theme buttons, you have discover more buttons here as well. Well, I don't like this theme button, so I'm going to pick another one. You have all of these creative designs here for you at your disposal to use. I mean, that's one thing I like about Wix is that you could choose any of these designs that they have preset here, and then you can change that design and make it more creative. So say for instance I want to change this background. You got a little color picker here where you can change the background, and you can definitely lower the opacity to however you want, or just keep it at 100. I usually keep it at 100. Or if you want to have a transparent background, you'll just leave it all the way blank to 0. You can always check on your border. So if you want to add a border and you're like, look, I need a border for my button so people can see that, hey, this is my button, okay? And that is a button. So you can size it all the way up to as much as you want for the width. They give you great flexibility with the edge of the border. These are the corners. So basically, this button right here is very key. If you don't want your button to have all of the same edges of radius, then you can click this to unlink it, and this can be a different different radius. So you can have a 50 radius here, you can have a 100 radius here. Isn't that cool? That's sweet. I kind of like that. You put it at 100 here. But you get the gist. So here you have shadow. You can enable a shadow or you can disable it. You can always change the angle of it. You can change the distance, the size, the blur, and the opacity and color of it. Definitely for the creators that want to be fancy, this is a great option to have, especially when you're trying to wow your clients. Text. You can add a simple color to it, which I just will keep it simple as that, white. And you can create a heading for it. So you can go here, and I will talk more about this in my other videos coming ahead, is that you can just pick one of these headings, and wow, that was big. I did not think it would be that big. Well, it does say 176. Should have paid attention to that. Pixel. So let's go to heading 6. Okay, so it kept my box that big. All right, so anyways, you can change the font here, okay, to whatever font you want. You can, I don't know, Museo. You can change the font size. This is how big you want it or how small you want it. And then you can bold and italicize. For a hover, you can have an on hover effect, and I will change this back to white because that is blending in with my red background that I have here for, and you can just change the hover effect. So this gives you multiple ways on how to customize your button and make it appealing to your customer, or make it appealing to not even your customer, but just people who are visiting your site. So let me go ahead and grab this and scroll it over. Wow, that is so big. Okay. And pull it all the way down. It's a pretty cool button that I got here. Just like that. Now there's another button that I was talking about before, which you have to go in here, you have to go to button, and then you go down here to icon buttons. And these are very, very great tools to have on your website, especially if you just want to create a app website where people just go home, they go to messages, they can go to, you know, photos, hearts, anything you want. So I'm gonna get this star because I feel as if I like stars. So you can make it bigger, expand it, subtract it, do whatever you want with it. It's an icon. Okay, in order to change the icon, you press here, change icon. Here you can add any type of image, whether it be a PNG, a JPEG, or whatever other image that comes in. Yeah, whatever image you would like to put on here. You can add a link to it, as well as you can click here for a tooltip. Tooltip is basically a tooltip is basically something that when you hover over it, I need to know what is this button really talking about. So it might have a star, but it might mean something different. So this is really good to help out your viewers that will come to your website and say, what is the star for? They just want a quick tooltip. You can change the hover, which this is just like a faded out one of the star, and then you can change the click, how the event will show up when it's clicked. So yeah, I think Wix is outdoing themselves right now. They're doing very great with giving you the flexibility of building a website, and these are one of the components that really they are outstanding with. So that's it, guys. This is Nino, and I am currently gonna be out. Yeah, so if anybody needs any more tutorials, please like and subscribe, and comment below what else do you want me to give you a tutorial on. I would love to do that. Just let me know. And all right, peace out.